Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Ayush Kumar Singh. I am a legal intern in Lexis & Company. So in this video we are going to discuss about judgment under CPC. So starting from the introduction, after a trial when the court has heard all the issues shall pronounce judgment in the open court. About judgment, notice shall be given to parties. Judgment basically covers finding of court and all issue involved in the suit. On such judgment, decree shall follows. Judgment is defined under section 2 clause 9, whereas provisions of judgment is explained under section 33 and order 20 from rule 1 to rule 7. Section 2 clause 9 and section 33 respectively defines and explains, as well as rule 1 to rule 7 of order 20 deals with the provisions of judgment. So the provisions of coming on the provisions of judgment, section 2 clause 9 says judgment means the statement given by the judge on the ground of decree or order, and section 33 says that the court after the case has been heard shall pronounce judgment, and on such judgment decree shall follows. Now, definition of judgment. Judgment is defined under section 2 clause 9 of CPC, which says judgment is a statement given by the judge on the ground of decree or order. Hence, every judgment consists of facts, evidence, findings, etc., and the conclusion of the court. Again, section 33 expresses that the court after the case has been heard shall pronounce judgment, and on such judgment decree shall follow. It means decree always follows the judgment. According to section 9, court may try all civil suit unless barred. The court shall, subject to the provisions heard content, have jurisdiction to try all suit of a civil nature, expecting suits of which their cognizance is either expressly or impliedly barred. Section 2 clause 9 defines the judgment as judgment means statement given by the judge on the basis of the decree or order. Now coming on the elements of judgment. The elements of judgment is that there should be a statement of ground of the decision. In a case, the court held that every judgment other than that of court of small causes should contain a concise statement of case, point of determination, the decision thereon, the reason of such a decision, order, which are not self-contained and cannot be appreciated by any appellant or revisional court without explaining that all the records are therefore unsatisfactory and cannot be set as a judgment in the sense. So now let's see pronouncement of judgment. After the hearing has completed, court shall pronounce the judgment in open court either at once or at some future days, after giving due notice to the parties or their plaintiffs as provided under section 33 order 20 rule 1 of the code. Once the hearing is over, there should be no gap between the reservation and pronouncement of judgment. Section 33 provides that after the case has been heard, the court shall pronounce its judgment, and on such judgment a decree shall follows. Rule 1 to 1 to Rule 7 of Code 20, Order 20 lays down the detailed rule regarding the judgment. Now coming on Order 20, Rule 1 to Rule 7. Rule 1. Judgment when pronounced. The court after the case has been heard shall pronounce the judgment in open court. Where the judgment is not pronounced at once, every endeavor shall be made by the court to pronounce the judgment within 15 days from the date on which the hearing of the case was concluded. When the judgment is not pronounced within 30 days, the court shall record the reason of such delay and shall fix a future date on which the judgment will be pronounced. When a written judgment is to be pronounced, it shall be satisfied if the finding of the court on each issue and final order passed in the case. The judgment may be pronounced by deduction or dictation in open court to a shorthand writer. After making correction therein, the decree as may be necessary be signed by the judge, bear the date on which it was pronounced. Now, Rule 3, power to pronounce judgment written by judges' procedures. A judge shall pronounce a judgment written not by his procedures. Now, coming on Rule 3, judgment to be signed. The judgment shall be dated and signed by the judge at the time of pronouncing it, shall not afterwards be altered or added to any amendment of the judgment regarding section 152 and section 114 reviewing the code. So, coming on Rule 4, judgment of a small cause courts. Judgment of a small causes courts point certain only for determination and decision thereon. Judgments of other courts shall contain consist statement of the case, point of determination, discussion thereon, and reason of such judgment. Rule 5. Court to state its decision on each issue. In suit in which issues has been framed, the court shall state its finding and decisions with the respect therefore upon each separate issues, unless the finding upon any one or more than issues is satisfactory for the decision of the court. Now coming on Rule 6. Content of decree. The decree shall agree when the judgment in it shall contain the number of suits, the name and description of the parties, their registered address, and participants of the claim, and shall specially clarify the relief ground or other determination of the suit. The decree shall also state the amount of cost and by whom or out of what properly and in which proportion should cost are to be paid. The court may direct that the costs payable to one party by the other shall be set off against any sum which is admitted or found to be due from the formal of the letter. So I hope you find the video informative. So please like, share and subscribe.